Hey, it's Dave here from System Hub and Systemology, and I wanted to do a little bit of a case study and introduce you to Daniel. He runs Poster Boy Printing and has recently gone through the Systemology program. And I know sometimes when you're finding out about new courses and trying to decide if it's something that you should do or not, it can be a little bit hard to pull the trigger and make that decision. So I like to try and get some case studies and chat with past clients and people who've gone through the program as a way to explain the process and what it felt like for them to go through. So firstly, Daniel, just like to welcome you to the line and wondered if you might be able to, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
So my name's Daniel. I run a business called Poster Boy Printing, which I started in 2006, which is now 11 years ago. And I met David at a boot camp thing a couple of months ago, and I signed up for Systemology. And yeah, it's been really good. It's definitely sent me on a path in developing my business in a new way and moving me away from having a job that I've created for myself, and I'm hoping like sending me towards creating a business. He's definitely convinced me that systems are the way to go.
How about like some of those challenges and things that you were having beforehand? I know you mentioned you've been doing it for more than 10 years, and it's easy to kind of get stuck in a particular rhythm and routine and just doing the same thing over and over. I'm wondering, were there any sort of challenges or when you heard about Systemology that made you go, yeah, I need this because this will help with this problem?
Yeah, well, the specific problem that I was having was during the expo, David, you asked us to map out client flow, which I did on the table, and I identified a problem straight away, which I was having with cash flow. And just by looking at my business as a flow chart for the first time, like it allowed me to make a change straight away with collecting money earlier. And that's had a really very positive impact on my business almost immediately.
It's been a good couple of months or few months now, checking in every week and taking you through the program, applying it to your business, seeing what works, adjusting and tweaking. How's that been?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's kind of illuminates my business in a way that I hadn't looked at it before. And I was just telling David that I've just hired someone to help me start creating the systems. So it's my first hire in a long time. But I can really see how it's going to get me out of the business and give me space to have a business instead of a job that I can't leave.
Yeah. Were there any that's a pretty epic move, and were there any other light globe moments that have popped up, or do you have quite a clear vision of the steps that need to be taken from here?
Well, I mean, so far as light globe moments go, like in the first week, I talked through my customers' flow, the critical client flow, and as I talked through it, David ran through his critical client flow for his SEO business, which has no connection at all to printing, but it was the same. And the way that he was able to do that just really opened my eyes up to how being a business owner is a job. Like it's common across industries. It's not different. My business isn't different, I guess. I think businesses always feel that their business is different, but in a way it's not. And that's been good. So. And
then I think, the last thing, sometimes now that you've got the benefit of hindsight and you've kind of gone through the program, is there anything, if someone was kind of like sitting on the fence or not quite sure if it was for them, is there anything that you might be able to, tell them about it or say, hey, this a way that they might be able to decide if it is right for them?
If you can't take any time off, then away from your business, like if you stepped away from your business and it stopped, then, you need to fix it. Like you need systems, you need something to replace you so you can step away. Because if you can't step away, then you've got a job. You don't have a business. It's broken, as David says. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll wrap it up there. I think we're kind of just at the start of your journey, and I'd love to check back in another 6 months, 12 months, and kind of see how you're going, because that's we're starting to see some big steps. I mean, hiring someone and getting them on board, I think that will have a huge impact for you. So I know it was a few times when you had taken steps. I think in the group there were a few people when they made some steps. It almost like got everybody else excited when they started seeing other things happening?
Yeah. Gary, the bushfire guy.
Yeah.
That stuck with me particularly because he was saying how he's so hard to replace because he's so highly skilled and he was always trying to replace himself. And then by mapping out his business, he realised that he could just get an office junior in to do all this admin stuff that he had been doing, and he opened up all this time for himself. And then there was the accountant, I think, Brett, who did something similar, and he said he'd opened up 500 hours in a year. So like 10 hours a day that he managed to distribute to someone else. And that's just like hearing those stories of people from such disparate businesses but achieving the same end. That was good.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, we'll leave it there for now. We'll be in touch, no doubt. But just want to say a big thank you for going through and playing full out and applying it, because that's when everybody starts to see the results, when you actually do it. That just hearing it ain't going to make anything happen, but I think you've really taken action, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, it's been good. Thank you, David.